Good evening, good evening, good evening. Welcome to my channel, The Underrated Darkies. Yours truly, the number one grinder. We got another chopper with the one and only New York owned Bronx Bird. Yes, Bronx Bird in the building. So what we gonna do? Oh shit, I'm fucking slipping. Sorry about that, but I gotta read this out, brother. Come enjoy a real conversation with the number one grinder, us as the righteous ones, individually. Let's make a change within ourselves generally and generally being there for each other. We all we got. Remember that, y'all. We all we got. All right. So what we gotta do, my man, my brother from Bronzebird, he from New York. So 3 minutes and 41 seconds. We'll be right back. He jumped with this intro. New York stand up. Welcome to my channel again. The number underrated darkest, yours truly, the number one grinder. We got another chop up with y'all. New York own brother Bronzebird. You
Yeah,
can
yeah.
unmute your mic, please. Introduce yourselves. If you want to show yourself, you can show yourself. I'm just showing myself because I can do that. But yeah.
It was good. Peace to everybody. It's Bronzebird, the one that runs the Brownstone Powwow panel every weekend. Excited to be here with the brother, the underrated one. We both New Yorkers in the house, man. Appreciate everybody. Been doing this stuff for a while now, and yeah, man, like it's dope as hell, man. I'm just glad to be around positive vibes, positive energy.
I wanted to say something to you. I want to thank you that you embraced me, as a young brother. And I want to thank you to always show me love. And,
Oh,
as a young brother, I gotta say that because I have to say this. Our generation has failed y'all, and I'm saying I can't. I like brother DS1 always tell me, but no, she say sleep. Brother, you gotta stop apologize for yourself. Only the ones that only you out here doing it.
hmm.
But I had to let you know that I wanted a few brothers in the older generation do believe in the young brothers, and I do believe in your potential, and I do believe, and I don't want you to make the same mistake. So I'm here to aid, help, and encourage. Let me say it again: aid, help, and encourage. It doesn't mean that he had to go to his own path because he had to. But I here to aid, help, and encourage, and give whatever counsel that I have for myself to him. I want you to understand it very loud and clear because there are quite a few older brothers. They don't think that. Oh, you need to get on your own, but you wasn't thinking that. You don't want nobody to be thinking of when you was younger. So I just want to put it up that he's one of the few brothers in the space that respect me, and I want you to understand. I want to announce that with you and everything. All
Appreciate that,
right,
man. Hey,
now.
sometimes we gotta remember, like, not to be cliche, age,
Mhm.
age sometimes in certain aspects, age doesn't always equal wisdom. Number one,
No, no.
number two. At the end of the day, it doesn't. Sometimes it don't be mattering, what age. What comes is the wisdom, as I said earlier, and how we're able to communicate with each other. Because you do see the differences in generations, and they be like, well, I don't want to deal with a generation because such and such. But you usually find that argument within each generation. Like it doesn't change. You know what I'm saying? So there's always gonna be
Got you.
differences.
So let me explain to people this of the chop up that Bronzebird already know. He gonna ask me questions about me too,
Hmm.
and I encourage that Bronzebird. Ask me questions. That's what a chop up is. This ain't no interview. I could do interviews. I could do that. But this is a chop up. This is a difference. He asked me questions too. We engage in of each other of the darkness round table. It's all about solving problems, all about get to know each other, and hopefully we could bridge the gap of the black man and the black woman and the families keep it together, no matter what age that we in. And I want y'all outside to understand that this is serious business. What I'm doing, this is part of the vision. Where I'm coming from. So what we gonna do on Bronzeboro? How long you could be on?
I'm unlimited, man. However long
Okay,
you
all right,
want.
good.
I'm good,
So,
man.
okay, good. All right, this is all right. This is what we going to do. We're going to wait till some more people. We gonna still talk.
Yeah,
We ain't going to get to the chop up yet. So this is what I want you to do. I want you to tell people how you met me, and also tell people about your channel. Well, cause I want to get some more people on. I know that also, though too, Bronzebird did a pre-record to let people know of his end that I'm here. So I want to give people a chance. Don't want to give his family a chance to come over here. But tell people how you met me, how you get to know me, and plus your channel, please.
oh man. I think we obviously met through a panel. I know we did that. I'm just trying to remember
Mm-hmm.
what panel it was. Cause I think we was definitely chopping it up and we was building like crazy, and I was like, yo,
Mm-hmm.
shit, like I was enjoying the vibe. It's, you know, it's crazy when you on so many panels, you remember like people, but you don't remember like how you really met everyone. But I know me and you was really chopping it up about some
Yeah.
like, you know, some real like brotherly shit that I felt was like, yo, like really could vibe off your energy and stuff like that. And then we just chopped it up here, and I was like, yo, I fucks with the channel. Like, okay. And then, you know, obviously I kind of knew you was from New York. You know what I'm saying? So I was like,
Yeah,
yeah, man.
he detect that shit quick.
Yeah, bro. Like I was like, yo, we New Yorkers, man. We gotta stand stronger together. Once I peeped that unity, yo, when I peeped certain people who's from New York, I was like, nah, I fucking with y'all, yo, because y'all know what it is being out here, man. So yeah,
Word,
that's how I
word.
met you. I know it was through panels. I just don't remember which one it was, but
I
that's
don't
yeah.
remember too, but I always I'm letting you know, right. I'm always a big fan of you, what you do,
Thank you,
and I
bro.
respect that. You know, as a young man that stand on your core, and you're not one of those bitter black men. I hate black young older black. I'm not saying just for that, but I just want to let you know that here this brother, he embraced me. He even like when I had like when he said, I want you to come to my channel. When I have panels, I want you to be on it. And I'm just saying that for me, that's an honor for me, you know, to give whatever I can to
Yeah.
help, aid, and encourage. And I appreciate it. I appreciate that about you because I don't get that much from these younger bro. And I'm not saying I'm not hating and I'm not saying I'm bitter. No, but I feel like see when I was coming up, I would listen to the older cats and everything that had wisdom, that been through things. So for me, I'm just carry that on. It's just in a different way because it's different timing. So that's what I do. And so I just want to thank you that appreciate me. And this is a long awaiting chopper. This one of the few choppers was long awaiting. I mean, the other choppers, don't get me wrong, the other choppers I did in the past had a special place. Let me say that out of respect. They have a special place. But this one right here, for me from New York, he knows what's going on. You know, it's a vibe there. There's a long waiting. So what I want to do, I want to try to give his family, because I know he put it out there that he gonna chop it up with me on 10:35 at night, and I want to get his people some time, to come in and eat with some people because sometimes YouTube they very slow.
Hmm.
You know what I mean, bro?
Oh yeah, bro. Like sometimes when I'm streaming, I don't be seeing nobody, and then it's like when I get
Me?
halfway through the show, like then like heads start popping up. I be like, now
Yeah,
y'all here.
because what happened was, let me tell people before we continue. I set the thing up that Tuesday, but I didn't see the link side because I didn't want to send the link side early. So people say, "Oh, I didn't see it." So what happened was I started sending the link side today,
Oh, okay.
so people could get in contact with and everything. Oh, she we here. Thanks for coming. She
Peace,
thanks.
Sheik.
Yes, shout out. She shout out to you. Thanks. Thanks for the lookout. He knows what I'm talking about. Oh yeah, I forgot to tell. Did you know I did a live earlier? Did you got the notifications for that?
Was it the live about the Pearl situation?
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw it. I was outside. I had went to like the library and I had saw it and stuff like that. But yeah, I knew you did it. I knew you did it.
Yeah, I went in. I think you will love
Yeah, I mean, it's that conversation. I had like at least like 5 arguments about that this week.
it. Really?
I
Can you
did.
tell? Can you tell some? Just talk about some.
Uh
When
huh.
you the ones that you feel comfortable right now, and let me announce it again. My channel is the Underrated Darkness. I'm a number one grinder. I am doing the chop up with the one and only Bronzebird from New York. I
Hmm.
don't want to continue it yet because I want to get some more people in. I don't want to just stop and go and stuff like that. So that's what I'm saying. That when we get some more people in, that's when we're gonna start that. All right. So Just so big, I just want people to get in and everything. So tell us about the arguments, some of the arguments that you feel comfortable to talk about.
Nah, I'll let it on, bro. Listen, man. Like I tell people, I don't care because when I go on panels, I'm just very blunt. So my whole entire tactic is if I see a flaw in
Mm-hmm.
what you're saying, then I'm going to expose it and I'm gonna be like, that shit is not correct. So what I was talking about, what I was saying is that the conversation that people were having about that particular person, my thing
Mm-hmm.
was at the end of the day, y'all claim it's not race related when it is race related. You obviously made it that way because where the hell did the slavery references come from? Number one, and number two, why is it all about just this person talking about quote unquote stealing talking points and red pill content and all this other shit? And I'm just like, bro, look, listen. At the end of the day, if we're talking about quote unquote red pill content goes beyond talking about women. You know what I'm saying? It's
Uh-huh.
like brothers have made the red pill content and as a way to say the black woman has failed. And I'm just like, no, bro. If we really talking about what's going on in this world, I've always believed this ever since. Shout out to one of my homies that showed me this graph. The problems in the socialization type of aspect between men and women, socialization has been trying to come in a way where it's dying, right? So the thing about it is that you have women that don't get along with men, men that don't get along with women. You know what I'm saying? And their whole entire thing is that they're trying to understand each other in the midst of, well, how are we gonna get along? Because I don't like you because you don't offer this, and I don't like you because you act like this. So the idea of love or the idea of relationships between both parties is pretty much dead because they're coming with these unrealistic expectations.
Yeah.
So getting back to the argument itself, I said, yo, you can't get mad. I said, y'all can get mad about this random content creator because of her race, but y'all have been mad pretty much about every woman that's came into y'all space. So that's why I sat there and said, y'all are just making arguments to just make arguments. You can't get mad at the girl who studied her shit and understood who to go behind to up her content and create a business pretty much. You can't get mad at that. You have to try
That
harder.
that's true. But I'm gonna say this though.
Okay.
But I want you to see, I want you to look at because one day next week, I want you to come back to come back to because I'm thinking about doing aftermaths after I do lives.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna start doing aftermaths, and I want you to come back. So come back to the platform, I mean to the panel, so we can do aftermath. My thing is this: everything you say is right because somebody else will say it. But my thing is this: I'm talking to black men now. We gotta learn to keep things in the house. You talking to a person. I want you to understand what I'm saying, Bronzebird, because we've been for New York, we do a multicultural, right? We deal with people that they said that they have respect for us, but they don't. I'm coming from that. I'm coming from that level. That you did. She already said that she just doing it for money. So that means that black man, she think of you as a price tag. And I'm echoing what I'm saying when I did the live earlier. So y'all can go check it out. If y'all don't believe me, y'all can go check it out. I said the same thing too. It has to be a time, black man, that you got to see people who they are. Now, what Brownsburg was saying, my brother Brownsburg was saying, I'm not saying that he's wrong, because he's not. But I'm talking about for me. For me, it's got to come from in-house, y'all. And the sisters had to speak up on this. There are some Sister George talk up on it, and we got to understand how Sister George concrete rolls and my Sister Mahogany how they feel about it, and then you got to understand how they feel. That you talking about disagreeing the black woman, the sisterhood, And it seems like every time they talk about the sisterhood, they always talk about the black woman. And let me say this too. I'm one of the few black men always going to talk about the injustices of the black man. That's never going to stop. But at the same time, black women, and I'm saying this, and I did a live earlier, when that woman had the nooses of a black man, where you was at? So you saying that stuff, you saying certain things, black women, you gotta be accountable too. Cause I come from this cloth. The black woman be accountable and the black man be accountable. And I'm 56 years old. And I'm just saying, there are some brothers feel a certain way and stuff like that. But I'm just saying that Malik X, what's good? Thanks for I ain't see you in a while. Thanks for coming. But I'm saying this. The only way that we're gonna solve this problem is the black man and the black woman. But sisters, you gotta step up too. That's all I'm saying. And black man, stop being a simp. Stop accepting everything. Oh yeah, the black woman ain't on me and everything. I get what you're saying, but you listen to Miss Pearlie and everything. She don't, she don't. I appreciate that. Thank you. I hope that you subscribe to me, Malik X.
Peace, Malik. Peace to you, bro.
Thank you. I hope that you subscribe to me. But this is what I'm saying. That we got to be careful because, like I said, I'm going back when I said it in the past live that I did earlier. The devil come in many shapes and forms, and the devil got an army, and we had to detect what it is. So I'm saying, I thought that you on, bro. We gonna get it on by another 2 or 3 minutes, all right? But you can keep on talking. You go ahead, bro.
All right. My joy froze for a second. What? I forget. I even almost forgot my train of thought. I mean, my thing is at the end of the day, the conversation about policing which woman can say what. But I'm just saying by track records, there has definitely been different nationality of women that came into the table about having conversations on the behalf of so-called black men, hearing what the so-called black man's complaints are, especially towards the woman and stuff like that. And I'm not saying that they don't have a right to say it, but certain narratives that's being driven into a situation like this, frontally me, I would definitely kind of just disagree with. You know what I'm saying? It's not my whole entire. If I'm being perfectly clear about how I'm trying to come across in terms of what I want for the so-called black man, I want the so-called black man to understand how powerful he is, and that when it comes to certain situations, especially like this, he's actually winning. It's just that when you keep talking about it, you're giving things that you don't want to be. I guess you're giving an object light, to put it in a better term like that. My thing about it is, you have to remember something. If that individual is getting cred now, she's getting cred off the backs of so-called black men. So at the end of the day, you can go with the race narrative all you like, but remember who she has to pay credit to. So-called black men. That's why she's popular now.
Yeah, I get what you're saying, but understand what I'm saying. I don't deal with the race.
Right.
I want you to understand it very loud and clear. I'm not dealing with the race. I'm going by experience. I'm going, and then again, it had nothing to do with the age. So let me take the age out. But I'm going by experience. I'm saying there are certain things, us as black people, we need to keep it in the house. Because there are certain people that implement, we end up losing. And that's all I'm saying. We have to learn to deal with each other in the house. There are certain people, and I understand what you say. You have respect for. I want it in the house.
So
That's all
so
I'm saying.
so underrated. So would you, when it comes to the situations like this, it should be a guideline where brothers would have to step up in a situation and say no.
I said that. Yes, I
Yeah,
do.
right. And basically it would kind of be like, make sure those that seem like they're trying to basically create the negotiation with the outsiders, they gotta go, or what should they be regulated?
It should be a standard.
Okay.
Okay? It should be a standard. Listen, I'm all about, maybe you know a little of me.
Mm-hmm.
I'm all about order. I'm all about standards. I'm all about righteousness. So this is what I'm saying. Being righteous, as you know, is a price comes with it. Not everybody is not gonna be alongside with it because they don't want to be around it. And it's cool, but it has to be a standard. If we say that we want strong families, if we want the black men and the black women that wants to be together, that once the family come back, it gotta come from us. Never say that it later on it can implement it, but let's take care of us first. That's all I'm saying. Because other races, they doing the same thing too. Matter of fact, they learn from us.
That's
What
true.
I'm saying is this: let it come from us. And that's what I'm coming from. And so the brothers in here, you go, Miss Pearly thing and everything. Okay, that's your choice. But I'm just saying to you, while you doing that, you are alienate women that hold up here. I'm not against you. I'm not the one sister that wants you to die. Want you to protect me, but also, and we're gonna go with something else. And also, black women, you have a responsibility too. If you feel this is wrong, you need to speak up too. So let's take both of us and everything. And I think we're gonna give them one more minute, and then after that, we gonna get this chop up going and stuff because and sometimes YouTube be acting on slow, like brother Bronzebird said, it just pop up, people just show up.
They do.
I don't understand actually. You be having 3 or 4, you go 2 minutes. Oh god damn, I ain't no 30 in this motherfucking shit. It does happen at nighttime. Just letting you know right there, because I know Prosper. He put it out there. He sent me the clip, and everything. So I know he put it out there and everything. But welcome to Malik X. Malik X. Let me explain to you tonight. You can get on it. You can get on the platform another time. This is me and Prosper. We chopping it up and everything. Matter of fact, before we continue, I'm gonna give you my other this is my the main email I'm gonna give you, Prosper. You can keep the other one, all right?
Right. Okay.
But this is the other email. It's in the chat, but matter of fact, I'm gonna type it in the private chat too.
Yeah.
Type, but that Malik X, that's the main one. But I'm gonna type the other one. This the one you use, Bronzebird. But keep the other one though too. I want you to keep the other one too.
Okay.
In case that something happen, you can. But this is the one I want you to email. Email me. So this is the main one. Okay. So let me type it there. And then wherever you can, I'll type it in the back chat. So that's my main, yeah. So you can send me an email right now, wherever it is, so I can plug it and I can send it back. But what we're gonna do, we're gonna give it a one more minute because I know, like I said, YouTube is slow. We get one more minute. I know it's gonna push it like almost 30 minutes, but I just want to like let you know the introduction of Bronzebird, and I want to tell people about the what I did earlier and stuff like that. And everything he disagreed with. So far, okay, he disagreed with me. I disagree with him. But it doesn't mean we still brothers.
Of course. I don't never stop, bro.
We're still brothers. That we men. We gonna disagree some shit.
Word.
That's the way it is. But it should never take away of the brotherhood of a black man. It should never take away from them. Cause we need each other more than ever. We have to understand that too. No matter if you're an older brother or a younger brother, we need each other more than ever. Cause this system is wicked, and they using our people what looks like us to destroy us. But I'm gonna ask some questions about that. But again, welcome to my channel, the underrated dark show, truly the underrated one. We're gonna get this chop up going. One of the best kept secrets on here. We got the one and only brother Bronzebird,
You
New York owned like I am. I'm from Brooklyn. Where you from?
and I'm uptown, man. From the
Huh?
uptown, yo. I'm uptown.
Uptown.
Yeah, uptown
I ain't
cat.
gonna say that. I ain't gonna say what it was, but he from Uptown. I know Uptown is and everything. So I'm Brooklyn. I'm a Brooklyn born. So
Yeah.
New York definitely in
I
effect
lived
and
in
everything.
Brooklyn for a while too.
Oh, you did what part?
I was in Bushwick.
Oh, you in Bushwick.
Yeah, I was in Bushwick.
How was in Bushwick?
Cool, man. Like I like really dope vibes around the area. I mean, I would say like I hung out with friends that they was into like going to the bars around the area. We seen some like
Mm.
nice shows and daily commutes on the J train. That's what I'll tell you.
Yeah, you want to now? People say, "What do you mean the J train that goes to Bushwick? If you want to go to any parts of Bushwick, it's the J train.
It's the J
That take
train.
you to the deep part of Bushwick. Gotta hit that to hit the J. I'm not saying there's no buses around there, but if you want to hit the J train,
That's a
certain parts, you hit in Bushwick, you go to the J train.
Yeah,
So I
it's like
definitely
2, 3 stops, and it's not far from like East New York.
no
Shout outs to East New York Broadway Junction with that scary ass escalator, yo.
word, yo. I'm telling you, yo,
Them
nigga,
escalators are scary, bro.
yeah, it is scary. You get motherfuckers get robbed on that shit.
Yeah, yeah, man.
You don't get caught out there. You be careful. I
It's
mean,
different
yeah.
now though. It's kind of
I
different.
heard about it. I heard
Yeah,
about it. It's
man.
different. Yeah.
Because they had some ladies over there that looked like they were straight out of Little House on Prairie selling like CDs, and I was like, yo, this is wild. Like I'm used to seeing like the Hispanics selling like mangoes with the red
Yo,
sauce.
it's been
But
like that.
now I'm seeing like Little House on the Prairie people at the damn train station between the
Everything
L and the
changed.
J. Like this
Yeah,
is weird.
let me tell you before I continue. Now, I mean, I'm talking about years. It used to be always light, but when you go up there, I said it's always like a dim light. I said, the fuck, man. I be like looking at shit. Yeah, you ain't nah, man. You get caught, you get yanked up in that piece, yo. And
Yeah.
that's a long escalator, yo.
Yes,
That's a long escalator, and that shit moves slow.
dude. It's like that escalator to take you up a mountain.
You go actually go. You let me tell people when you get off the A train. I mean, no matter what either side you come from Queens or you come from downtown Brooklyn, Manhattan. Yo, when you travel, when you go, you actually take the J and the L. You actually go up. It's like another level. You be outside. You be like, oh, the fuck. And then cemeteries, you see cemeteries and shit, yo.
Right.
Yo, you be like, it be spooky and shit. You see, I'm in Brooklyn, though. So, I'm not going to put my business out there, but let's say I know some people that did some things in the cemetery. And I'm not going to say it. I said, damn, man. That nigga like, man, this motherfucker got caught out there in the cemetery. I do. I said, that's some spooky shit. And then when you catch the L, when you go the other way towards Manhattan, that's cool. But when you go like he knows Bronxburg, I'm talking. When you go to Canarsie, shit fucking spooky, man. Then you start going into projects in Brownsville and shit.
That's what I was
And
just thinking about.
you go in projects in Brownsville, and then when you go don't sleep on Canarsie now.
Nah.
Canarsie ain't all that sweet that people thinking. Because when you get off there, the second to the last, man, no.
Like East 105 Street. Like,
105. That's exactly what I'm talking about. 105.
yeah, bro.
It's dark at night.
Yo, it's scary as fuck. I didn't even like taking the 3 train to Livonia Avenue. I did not like it.
It's
Like,
dark.
yo, I hated going to Brownsville, like Sutter Avenue. Sutter Avenue, Rockaway Avenue, that whole the projects. Look, listen, it's crazy how the train tracks divide the projects from just the other housing that's around
There
it.
are
And then
some
Rockaway
trains that
Parkway.
actually divided from Brownsville to East York. Even
Yes.
there are streets that divided from Brownsville to East York. Still same street, but it divide. Man, listen, listen. I'm born and raised in Brooklyn, and I should be like, yo, dog. Let me tell you one. It's a long, long time ago, right? It was this chick. Her name was Shanice. Bad chick, dark skin and all that. So won't you come out there and see me, East New York? And I had people who live in East New York. You know what I'm saying? So I went out there. And I took 3 train. I took 3 train. I was on Van Street Avenue. I went the L to that Van Central Avenue side. That go there the L train. So what happened was I got it for New Lots. I know New Lots at because my grandma lived in the projects, further down going towards like Rockaway. So I know the area real well. I'm like, yo, what up, yo, what's good? Oh, I ain't see you play ball. Yo, what's good like this? Yeah. They said, yeah, yo, don't even look at him like that, though. We can shake it. I said, yo, I can't fuck with you. Why? Nah, I mean, yo, I can't do it, man. You gotta meet me somewhere and shit. Why? No. Cause like I said, I already knew people.
Hmm.
I knew people on the block already. I was always the person. I'm not gonna put them. And nah, yo, you can come through. Niggas, yo, you don't get money to. Nah, I'm not getting. No, we ain't talking about you selling. You cool? We give you money. Nah, that's all right. Nah. Motherfuckers should be scared to come on that block. Why you get? Cause we know. I said, nah, Chinese. I can't get around this shit. And she,
Start with you.
I can't do it. I said, no, I can't do it. So I have to end that. Yeah.
Yeah, bro.
Because I be on some homicide shit. Be like, yo, you down? No, that's all right. Yeah. So people when Brother Bronzebird talking about different parts of New York, that's actually happened.
Yep.
This ain't no boy. People be thinking like when y'all see all that shit happen. No. We talking
Real.
about years ago.
Yeah, it's real.
There's certain parts. If you don't know, you get had.
Yeah,
It could be go uptown too. If they don't know, you get had.
yeah, you gotta be careful with going to like if you saying uptown because Washington Heights ain't sweet. Harlem, as much as it's gentrified, there's still knuckleheads out there, and the
Mm-hmm.
Bronx, the Bronx is only getting up like in the South Bronx, like Port Morris, Mott Haven, but even still, somebody got stabbed on a 6 train in Mott Haven. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it doesn't make a difference. Like the streets is the streets, but yeah, like we don't. I know, like, because even being on this YouTube journey, they'd be like, "Oh, New York, New York." Y'all always talk about New York. It's just a vibe we got. Like, we can't help it. You know what I'm saying? And it's just that shit is real out here, bro. Like, this is not. New York can be cool, but at the same time, it's real shit out here. You
Gotta
you
know.
gotta
You gotta
be.
know how you move.
You gotta
Now,
know how to move. You
you
can't
gotta know how to
even
move, yo.
even as a fellow black man. These other black men will catch on to the fact you're not from here. You know what I'm saying? The way that you moving or the way that you dress, they could basically sniff you out if you're not careful. And especially you in Brownsville, you going around on Mother Gaston Boulevard. That is an example, bro. Like
Oh man,
you're not
yo,
fucking with
let me
that.
tell you one time. This to be one of my peeps. I grew up in Brooklyn, right? He moved. I forgot the name of the project. Excuse me. So I take the 6 train. I get up in Moss to the Sound. Now I'm gonna tell you what's so important when you be in sports or you know a lot of people. Sometimes I can say music. So this guy named Los. I grew up. He grew up in Flatbush. He
Mhm.
said, "My nigga Jay, what's up?" Yeah, I'm from nigga. Yeah, that's brother. That's brother. You know what I'm saying? Yo, they say, yo, what's up, cuz? They always say, they always call me, yo, what's up, big cuz? How you doing? Yo, word. Yo, man, go and get me a hero, man. I'm gonna shoot you. Nah.
What?
Nah, nigga owe me money, yo. What? No, what? Go, man, go and get your hero, man. I ain't hungry, man. Nah, dude, you ain't hungry. Get somebody else. It was nothing but love. But see, what Bronzebird was trying to explain to y'all in New York, because see, y'all be hearing some fake shit from New York. Nah, we talking about some real shit. If you don't know that, you can have it get real out here. You know what I'm saying? You be on some cemetery shit.
Mm-hmm.
Real talk. I don't care what age you are. So that's why you're in New York. I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that it doesn't happen anywhere in the country. I'm just telling y'all. Y'all be hearing some bullshit talking about New York. Nah, man. Let me tell you. I see motherfuckers. I see motherfuckers get hacked.
Mm-hmm.
I see motherfuckers say, yo, remember you had beef with that nigga like 4 years ago. Man, I ain't worried about that shit. That nigga owe me money. Nah, man, please don't go. And after what happened, I ain't gonna talk about it. But you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So that's real talk. So this is what I'm saying to y'all, man. All that New York gentrified, that ain't nothing.
Yep.
That just you all nah. So what we gonna do? We gonna get into it, brother Charles. Thanks for coming. Appreciate that. We
Peace and
gonna get into it.
chaos.
Yeah, we gonna get into it right now. Tell people where you were born and raised at. You had parents or siblings and stuff.
Yeah, I got siblings. Shout outs to my little sister. Shout outs to my family. Mainly like my upbringing. Um, Born in the Bronx. Pretty much the life out there. Family's pretty much from uptown in Brooklyn.
Oh,
Um,
okay.
Pretty much. I mean, I've been involved in a lot of things in my life, like
Mm-hmm.
Catholic school, private school, um, getting into certain sports activities as a youngin, and also getting involved in a lot of like how do I say it? Like a lot of different programs that expounded me to kind of express myself as I got older, and
Mm-hmm.
just pretty much just going with the motions of things, and the environment, and just being from where I'm
Mm-hmm.
from. I felt like the narrative of me is like being this misunderstood dude. You know what I mean? Because I'm a stand-up guy. So when they see me, they be like, "Yo, that dude is a hipster." And I'd be like, "I'm not a hipster. What you talking about, bro? Like, you wasn't called me no damn hipster. Like when I was like 11 and 12. Like, what you mean?" So my life was pretty cool, man. Like,
All right.
different
All right.
programs. I got to go out the city for a while when I started going to college.
What college you went to?
I went to Five Towns, and I went back to CUNY afterwards.
So
Um,
for what you said, Five Town, that's like in Long Island, some stuff like
yes,
that.
it's in Long Island.
Okay, that I just want
Yeah,
people to know that. Okay.
yeah, Long Island. That I came back to New York, finished off my degree. Um, Liberal arts I did, but I
Mm-hmm.
finished off going to my last college was City College, and pretty much I just was into the development of, especially as it pertains to this, being in the development of men. I've always been a
Mm-hmm.
men's mental health advocate,
Mm-hmm.
so pretty much I involved myself in a couple of programs that illustrated that, and had built some powerful relationships with some brothers around me who's even like influencers on different like social platforms. So it's
Mm-hmm.
always been my job to kind of just be like, I want to better understand mental health, because even myself, I understood what it's like. You know what I'm saying? So for me, yeah, that's the stuff that I was involved in pretty much.
All right, good. Now, again, I want you to ask me questions too about me. Okay.
Of course, bro. Of
There you
course.
go. So
Of
don't. I
course.
want you to go wait till last. Oh, I need to ask you throughout. I want you
Throughout,
to
yeah.
ask me questions.
Yeah,
Okay.
man.
Okay. So I got you. Now, how you don't want to ask how old are you? You mean?
I just
Oh, you
say,
don't want to see. You don't have to
uh,
say it.
nah, nah. Just know I'm a youngin, man. I'm a youngin. Youngin.
You're young, so let's say you younger than 30.
Yeah, pretty much, yeah. I'm around that. I'm around that age bracket.
Okay, all right, all
Around
right.
that
We
age
gonna
bracket.
stick. Now, are you married or are you single? Or you have a girlfriend or
Nah, I'm currently single. Currently single.
Curly single. Okay. I just gotta put it out there because there's some people. Oh yeah, he sound good. He's New Yorker.
Man.
No,
I've
no,
been
no,
getting some
no.
love on these streets though, and I've been like, y'all sound good yourselves. I've been seeing certain avatars in the chat. I've been seeing some beautiful ladies. So
yeah, I see some beautiful ladies, but the avatar can be look deceiving. And after you see,
you get catfished. You still got
be like,
really catfish.
you be like this. Be like, look, be like. Be like this, be like the fuck. Be like, nah, shut it. No, let me tell you, shout out to the Miss. As you already know, I always said shout out to the Miss. I'm really sure whatever. It's a beautiful thing that you can share somebody, and they know your vision. So shout out to the Miss. Thank you for everything. But I got shut out everything. She's somewhere. Can't stop slapping my neck. Stop. Right.
How long you guys been married?
No, it ain't married. We just together.
Oh,
I just call
together.
the Miss. I just call the Miss. She's significant. I just call the Miss.
Right.
And everything. So we've been together about March.
Nice.
And we have our little ups and downs, our little trials and tribulations, but we always make it. She come in a time that I was like, I'm not gonna say I didn't believe in love. I did, but she's one of those, like, she stuck with me. When I'm talking, she actually stuck with me. She stuck with me. I'm like, it'd be a time like, I ain't give a fuck, man, yo. So I ain't going away. She said, I know I could leave. She did, but I ain't going away. So you ain't gonna push me away. It was one time I could say this, that when we first met, I didn't want to open up like that because she said the way she was, like, if you ain't gonna open up, I ain't gonna be around. You gotta understand, I'm not gonna hurt you. And that's when, like, I had to understand that she was a blessing. I had to remind myself. She had to remind me. I know she was a blessing, but us as black men, we carry a whole lot.
Yep.
And sometimes some women have to understand that. When you trying to do the right thing, you carry a lot. And so, what's up, brother CEO? Brother CEO, I don't know what I'm talking about because he have a little one came in the family, and shout out to him and everything. And so for me, that's I've been advocate for this even before I met her, but I always advocate for families, always advocate relationships or your relationship or you're married to keep the family tight, but you're gonna go through trials and tribulations. And you have to let that woman know this is my vision. It's not just my vision, but it's our vision. So she had to work in it and everything, and she understands that it doesn't take nothing away from her. But in her own way, she puts in, and then so I help out, and it's like we help each other out and everything. That's what, like, sometimes when I travel with her, I show people that a black man could be on his purpose while you with that special black woman.
True.
Because in this space, they don't want to exemplify that. They don't want to talk about, the women is women that. I say, yo, you fuck with a fuck up. It's all right. Get over it. I'm not gonna say, you gotta need to get over, but take some time, work on yourself. Not all women like that, just as not all men like that. So she bring a better perspective. You know what I mean? Like, and so that's what I'm saying. Not always. That's what, like, it turns back into you and other young brothers. Y'all bring a very, very perspective that needs to be respected, and it's not really respected in the space. There are brothers out here that wants the best for the black, for our people, and we need to embrace that. And some of these older men, they don't want to embrace that, but I'm one of the few who will embrace that. Like, see, he younger than me, but it had nothing to do with age, like you said. But I embrace that, brother, because see, we feel to understand we can learn from younger brothers. We could learn from it. It doesn't take nothing away from you. But see, you cannot tell old fogies like that. And yo, it's like this, man. They listen, man. If you old stinking beans, you old stinking beans. You stink. You need to get your ass. You need to put your. You need to take that shit out the motherfucking pot, put it in the bag, and throw your ass out.
Straight trash.
That's all I see. That's all I know.
Straight
Put them in trash.
In
And
trash,
these, I'm being honest with you.
Mm-hmm.
Some of these older people need to be in the trash.
Straight up, man. There's nothing you could really change about them.
There's nothing you can change. They set in their own ways. Yo,
Right.
let me tell you. I'm gonna draw some on you, man. Let me explain something. I'm not explaining, but I'm gonna tell you this. Man. When a person set in their own ways in their 40s, they say 50s and 60s. No. When they set in their own ways in their 40s and 50s, they refuse to change. There's nothing you can say to them. Stay away from them.
Mm-hmm.
I'm telling you, stay away from. Even you young person, stay away from. Now, then you running something like me. You need to be around them. Be around me. But some of them, they don't want to change. Even some of these women, I tell these men all the time, stay away from them. They don't want to change. You know what they're saying? They all backed up and everything. Oh, ain't no man gonna tell me. And also, too, and your women, and I'm telling you, and your women better understand this too. Granny's coming out the picture. Granny cooks. Granny giving it up. Granny is going in the gym, work out.
That's true. And the grannies nowadays looking better than ever.
They're better than ever. They giving it up.
Gray hairs and still got a young
Hairs, they keep their shit tight.
Yeah. They wearing the leggings, they wearing the yoga pants just like the girls around.
There you go. Age. They looking red. I'm telling them, great. So I'm telling y'all, your old women keep on acting like granny's letting them know shit. All right, I said I take your man and I get the cash. Yo, they giving it up.
They giving it up, yo.
I know from personal, I know some cats in New York. They fuck with the granny. I said, yo, I don't know like you see it. So what happened, man? Shh.
Man, listen, man.
He said, yo, Joe, bro. I said, damn. And she said, yo, could that bitch could do what I do? And some of them they try and use a brother, but majority of them, they don't.
Mm-hmm.
They want a relationship with a younger guy. Yeah. They want to show them some things, and I'm gonna talk about that. Listen, I'm gonna talk about that shit real soon too, because there is a trend that's happening with the granny that people don't want to talk about it. I'm gonna talk about that. If it won't be this year, it'll be next year. But I want to have a panel. What's up?
I gotta keep it a buck, man. I remember just going to some damn church service, and I remember my grandmother's friend, who was like Jamaican, whatever. I peeped. I was like, God damn, yo, and I couldn't say nothing because I'm a youngin, so I gotta be respectful. But in the back of my head, I'm like, God damn, like even my grandmother's friends is starting to look attractive. I was like, yo, what the fuck? Like, she older than me, and I'm just like, yo. These grannies out here, man, even they're competing on social media as well, because you got a lot of these women that's aging gracefully, and they in their like 50s with gray hair, and like I told you earlier, still got a young face, and they put on they don't certain amount of them, certain ones are sexy gracefully. They're not doing the thirst traps. They're not doing the whole entire raunchy pictures and all that. They they in a nice dress, nice little outfit, still got a figure. You know what I'm saying? They're not trying to show it off in that way, but it's something appealing to the man's eye to see that. I mean, I'm a young cat, so I'm just like, I don't mind dating somebody older. You know what I mean? I don't try to shit on the women my age either. Too.
Well, Bronzebird, you hit me in the email, man. I know a few, man. That he stopped.
Hey, brother,
I was messing with you.
Say it, bro.
Missy, you better
Yeah.
not, motherfucker. Nah, I just mess with. But all jokes aside, though, you don't think them grannies is seeing them women how the women younger than them how they treat us?
Yeah, they are.
I cannot say that because I'm how I treat other black men. You
Yeah.
don't think they don't know? See, you don't see. That's what some of your women. We gonna get back to Chopper. You don't think they don't know? They ain't seeing. When that black man say, "Yo, I'm gonna need somebody," oh, y'all work you out. They come with you, granny coach. Damn. Yeah, I cook for you. What's up? And then Granny, they got this Herbert Achilles West. Damn. Mm-hmm. You don't see nothing like this, don't you? Mm-hmm. Uh-huh. You want a nice hot plate. You want some food in your stomach, huh? Oh, I just want you to treat me respect. Oh yeah, you like sports, you like your drink. You tell them what to say. I said, damn. But halftime you get, you gotta do. Damn. And then I said, yeah, no. And then I'm telling you what I'm seeing. I know. You sure you want to come to her? I can make you happy. Oh boy, y'all starting that bullshit up in again.
Yeah, I see it. All part of the game. They do.
God damn, y'all don't get enough, don't y'all? You mean, yeah,
Yeah, those
man.
bonds is crazy,
Their boss is crazy, man. Yeah, y'all be popping up lately. I understand. You know what I mean? Y'all like the conversation. I understand, but y'all can get the fuck out of here, though.
man. Yeah, you gotta go.
Y'all gotta go. Yeah. But and I'm telling you, they having these conversations, and these black men seeing like she's older, she's black, she cultural. Damn, man. All I just need to do treat her with respect. You know what I mean? Bring someone here and there, or they probably just want to just fool around like that. But y'all them now, they stepping in one out of relationship. I'm telling y'all, it's a trend.
Hmm.
You better talk about it in the space. But we gonna but Brosberg, we gonna talk more about offline and everything. We gonna get back
Yeah,
because it's all
for sure.
about you. But again, like this. Now, after you go to college, there's any careers, anything that you want to pursue after that?
Um, I thought pretty much on a creative aspect. There's certain things that
Mm-hmm.
I've done so far. Couple of people I met up with, they wanted to start
Mm-hmm.
up some stuff. I mean, it could have got somewhere, but just things got canceled. There was some internal conflict, not from me, but from some other people, and I was just like, damn, we could have been a powerful force. We only did like maybe 2 events together, but no, I'm thinking on the creative bit. I'm also thinking about, pushing myself into some tech, but I've always said at the end of the day, what, I've always still had my vision on what is it that I always wanted to do since I was like a teen. So, I
Mm-hmm.
mean, it's never going away. I'm just like, it's to the side right now so I can just make sure I have it, the bread and butter down packed, and then I move on, and then I'll branch out to still have those hobbies. It seems like now into optimizing it into an actual cash flow for myself and enjoying it at the same time to live off the fruits of my labor. So um yeah, I mean, that's how I'm envisioning it and stuff like that. So
Okay, so what you doing now, if you don't mind I ask?
I mean, just regular work, not the best one, but just something to keep me
Okay.
over for now. And it's all about just building off of that and then just moving forward with something else. So you know, that's
Okay.
really it.
Cool. Now, let me ask you this. How long you been in the space?
2 years.
All right,
Um,
two
yeah,
years. Okay.
2 years. Basically, it started off like this. Believe it or not, before all of this, like I just was completely. I think I want to say 2018, 2019. I was
Mm-hmm.
constantly viewing the Aboriginal sector, and I also was shout outs to this great content creator, um, daily on a daily watching his videos because he's so motivational, and I have to give him credit where credit is due. I really enjoyed watching Chronicles of Judah 144 videos a lot.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Okay.
Chronicles of Judah 144, like Man, that dude, I'm so happy that there's content creators like him. I still look for his videos now. He still posts it. So I'm just like, I still watch his videos. But Chronicles of Judah 144 definitely was a powerful dude that I really like listening to, and very motivational videos, especially when talking towards the so-called black man. So I enjoyed his videos, and I've always been a YouTube connoisseur. I've recognized I was there the first day it came out, February 14, 2005. I got shown that in the classroom in my computer class, and I was like, oh, this is YouTube. So I've seen the evolution of YouTube from 2005 till now. I had a couple of YouTube channels before this, but basically how I got involved was, I was watching the Aboriginal stuff, Chronicles of Judah, and this date that I had, I believe around in 2019, was she showed me this video of this guy that called himself an incel. And so I was like, what the hell is an incel? I don't know what the hell that is. So when I started doing research, I slowly came into watching some other videos and trying to get a perspective. Then I had seen this girl do a live stream where she was actually having a therapy session for the incels. So I was like, oh shit, let me go ahead and check this chick out, see what she's talking about. So I'm like, okay, cool. So I attached to just learning about her page and seeing exactly what she was about. And then there was a panel one day that was talking about the Cuties movie. So after that, I had joined the panel, but my name was, I tried to join on the Aboriginal sector. I joined like later on. And in this particular situation, like I was able to hit the link on stream. I didn't even know what the hell how to do stream, y'all. I was just like, can you hear me? Can you hear me? They was like, yeah, we can hear you loud. It's like, all right, cool. So we talking about the Cuties movie or whatever. Yo, shout outs to my dude Marco, if he's still around. Shout outs to that dude. I remember the first day I came up on that panel, me and that dude Marco was arguing, and I'm like, yo, who the fuck is you, man? Like, you sit up there, da-da-da, you don't know shit, respect mine. So, basically, I got cool with the whole team over there. Then I had met up with I had started exploring around more on the YouTube streets, specifically that sector, and I had became cool with some more cats, and got in cool with. I got their contacts now too. I got in contact with a couple of other brothers. We had shared ideas over music and sapiosexualism, which is about the mindset being attracted to intellect. You know what I'm saying? There's a very soulful connection, so we build upon that. And after that, I figured to myself, I said, you know what? I think that I have a powerful message. I'm recognizing and doing podcasting before. I've been involved in podcasts. I'm used to just doing things by myself and informative projects where I don't care about the outcome. I care about me leaving an impact.
Right.
So I decided, fuck it, let's do a YouTube page. And so that's when I had created Brownbird. So Brownbird was my original page. I'm even to this day, I'm trying to figure out analytics and all this other stuff. But I say, yo, you know what? Let me coming out with some videos. So, started off slow, started off cool. And then I had found out that Brownbird is an actual band. They disbanded in 2014, but they're an actual folk band. So too many times I put out videos and I'm wondering like why is my videos not getting enough reach? Because there's still people putting out their music. So it's still overshadowing my shit. And I'm just like, look, I'm trying to push my joint out there. So I have reasons why I name my stuff. I have reasons why I name things. I'm used to always being very creative with titles, writing, and all this other stuff. I love it. I love being a writer. So I was like, I need to still have something that exemplifies who I am, how spiritual I am. So I decided to go with Bronzebird, and I changed it February. I believe I changed around January, February last year. Um, and I was like, yo, let's go with Bronzebird. So I was like, all right, I'm gonna do Bronzebird. So after that, pretty much still doing the project, still doing the YouTube videos, and the concept that I had, which is now known as the Brownstone Powwow, I thought so into that project before I started streaming because I think it was pretty cool is that everybody has their own creative like juices flowing when they
Uh,
create stuff. Certain people name their streams and certain people name like their clicks that they cool with. So it's still kind of like a cool shock on YouTube. Like, you know, you have their people over there, they name their sector or they'll name their click that they rolling with. And so I thought to myself, I said, you know, I want to create something that exemplifies me again. I want it to be a peaceful place where, you know, whatever you're saying, it could be
uh,
heard here. You know what I'm saying? It's a space where you're supposed to feel comfortable. So I thought
uh,
about combining two ideas. Brownstones, as in the olden buildings, and I've always got this warm vibe when I went into brownstone because I remember going to this party in Brooklyn, Fort Greene, and I was like, "Yo, this little party that I'm at is cool as shit, yo. It's in a brownstone. I've always enjoyed the structural integrities of brownstone, so I'm like, all right, fuck with that." Then I thought about a powwow. Shout outs to uh, uh, Aboriginal. Well, I call it Aboriginal Day, but I thought about the powwows, and because you know I was familiar with the Aboriginal sector, so
mm,
I thought, okay, let me create it. Let me put the both together. Brownstone powwow. So that's how that was born, and you know I've been going hard with that, and so you know I'm close. I'm close enough to my 100th episode of stream. I got about like maybe two more streams left before it hits 100. And, you know, I'm just continuing off of that. But pretty much, I've been in this space for 2 years and it's been a hell of a journey. It's been the greatest when it comes to a lot of different transactions. I wouldn't really complain about any really bad experiences I had. It's like it is what it is. But, yeah, I've been around here for 2 years. So, you know, I hope to continue to work and, you know, people find out more of who I am and, you know, keep going with the message I'm trying to put out there.
okay, that's the thing I want to ask you. Again, feel free.
Yeah, of course.
Ask some
No
questions.
problem.
All right. Um, so what message that you? Oh, well, I know what message. What message you putting out there to impact our people, especially the young ones?
Um,
Yeah, I mean young age group. I'm sorry, young age group.
yeah, I mean, my overall message is that you know, look out, be aware of the stuff around you. But number one, I was hoping to leave the message, you know, to men like, you know, you're strong, man. Like too many times, you know, I've had you know, young brothers come to me or brothers around my age coming to me for advice. And I've been sitting here shocked as hell, like, man, I'm just like you. Like, I'm not, you know what I'm saying? I'm just, you know, I'm just a regular old cat, you know what I'm saying? That's just, well, young cat, that's just like, you know, this is how I see things. This is my perspective on things. Look out for this, look out for that. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And my thing is, at the end of the day, the whole entire message to me is just like, yo, just check this out, yo. Like, make sure you understand the perspectives that I'm saying. Now, you take that and you believe it's right or wrong. It's ultimately up to you. But my perspective stands as gold. And what inspired me though is because, like I said before, like you know, dudes is coming to me asking me for advice, or dudes just sitting up there saying like, yo, you very wise for your age. And so I mean, I get a boost off of that. I ain't gonna lie. You know what I'm saying? But I think that my message alone and what I'm trying to push for, I think a lot of brothers can relate to. Number one, and number two, I I just hope to inspire you know young brothers to think. You know what I'm saying? And especially, you know, you're involved in a space where brothers may be feeling like you know, yo, like especially when brothers usually talk about women, I say, yo, you gotta find your. It's very important to find yourself, your soul searching journey, and
First.
first and foremost, you know what I'm saying. You gotta find your
Mm-hmm.
soul searching journey first, and then allow that to verbiate with the respective partner you choose to be with. You know what I'm saying? And it's
Mm-hmm.
not a problem for brothers to understand. You're gonna fuck up along the way, no problem. I still fuck up to this day, and I'll be like, you should have never did that. But it's like at the end of the day, you and I both know the part of you becoming part of yourself as a man is knowing yourself and knowing your bullshits and your strengths. So
Mm-hmm.
that's what I offer to the table. But I did actually want to get into names when it came to you. I actually found it fascinating that I think about it. What made you go with the idea of the underrated darkness and the underrated one?
Well, man. why you do this to me? Let me stop. Now I'm gonna tell you. No, it's a long story, but I'm gonna make you feel because that's a good question.
Mhm.
At first, I was JT Blackness. I was like a roaster. Something happened. Somebody turned on me. Then I became the darkness awakened. But at the time, I was still putting out content. I was still putting out good content. I was. Then I need to take a break, and that's when the underrated darkness came to picture. It was already there. It was all about growth, and I need to take a break. 'Cause I felt burnt out, and so when I came back, at first I still had the darkness awaken, but the underrated darkness was coming, and that's me. 'Cause I still consider myself underrated, and there's a certain darkness about me, not the bad darkness, but some of the waking of my darkness. I was very comfortable in my darkness while I was in. Until this day, I am. Now, the underrated one that comes with it. And so, along the way, it's all about growth. And the ones that I thought I was cool with, like, in the space, they have to go. But along the way, I met some great people that understand where I come from. Had a great relationship. Like Chief Stay Sleep, me and him came like about the same time. And that is my brother. Brother Chief Stay Sleep. That is my day one brother. That is family. That's one of the few that I deal with offline. Um Another brother, Brother Go Professor. Another one, Big Duke. His channel 4 Quarter Talk. Brother Seed. Also, Sister Beach. You're a Sister Beach, right?
Yeah, I do. I know her. Hmm.
Sometimes she keep in contact also while I see how I'm doing. So I had people, God had put people along the way to look out for me. I'm very appreciative for that. And it's funny because to look back, I got my 1,000. When I hit 1,000, I ain't gonna say it was quick, but it was like within a year.
Mm.
Then when I got to my 2,000, it took almost 3 years. When I hit that 2,000 last year, it was emotional for me because it was a grind of good people. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So for me personally, I didn't get no push. I wasn't even getting no push when I was posting like 1,000. It was good people. Yo, you need to hear it. You need to hear it. So for me, I know people that told me, yo, you should have had more subscribers. You should have been doing this and that. It's okay. Why people ain't hearing you? It's fine. But when you stand for something, when you stand for what's right, you're not gonna get the push that you should. You should, but I'm just letting you know I'm not a sucker. I ain't no punk. I'm not selling myself. I ain't gonna sell my masculinity out for anything. When you make that transition, do what's right. There layers of process that you gotta deal with. Like I lost my channel temporarily, like last year, because YouTube ain't trying to help me. So I had to create another channel, the number one grinding real talk, that I will do some on that in the near future, family. Don't worry about it. Until the mist has helped me to get this channel back. So everything came from a blessing. So now I'm back on my channel now, like going on 4 months, 3 or 4 months. I could tell you it's a grind. That's also along the way, like a year and a half ago, I named myself the number. I kept the underrated one. I already named myself, but I said myself the number one grinder because all I know through my life I grind.
True that.
That's part of the story. I can. It ain't all about me. It's about.
That's cool. Still good to ask those. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah, yeah. You can
It's
ask that.
always
No problem.
it's always an inspiration why people name themselves things. That's why I say I'm just a connoisseur for words and for
Mm-hmm.
names. You know, so there's always specific reasons why people do that. So definitely, for sure.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So there's pride. It's all about growth. So that's why people like. I have people come to me and say, "You ever think you'll change in that?" I don't know. But I just know that I'm a grinder. You know what I'm saying? When I said I grind 24 hours, I usually grind 24 hours. Even the miss say, "Do you ever stop thinking and stuff?" No,
No.
I can never stop thinking. You know what I'm saying? Because I stop thinking, that means I'll be in trouble. So always grind, always grind. That's all I was raised to be a grinder. So that's one reason. The number one grind, like underrated one, does fit me. Don't get me wrong. Yes, I am. Yeah, exactly. But no one grind. And also, I got a new name. I made a new name too. BK Black Boss.
Hey, that's right.
BK Black Boss. So sometimes you're gonna say pick up. That's me. That's me. So names you right is meaning when you name yourself. You know what I'm saying? There's some seriousness with it. There's an impact why you name it. So that's what it's at. Now let me ask you a question. I asked you in a relationship, right?
Yeah, you did. I'm
Okay.
single.
I'm single. You single. Do you desire to have a relationship one day?
I'm definitely open to it, man. I my philosophy is I'm very spiritual, so I'm like, the Most High sends one, and it's like meant to be, then it's meant to be. You know what I mean? There's definitely some girls in the past, you know, even recently or before then, in which they leave. I don't try to be negative with past partners. I try to always look at them like, it's either a lesson or a lesson,
Mm-hmm.
or was things didn't work out. um my philosophy, yeah, that's my philosophy. The Most High gives me the type of girl that I would want, then cool. If it's not meant to be, it's not meant to be. I just go along with the wave. I flow. So um that's just been my understanding. But yeah, I definitely wouldn't mind being in a relationship at all. I think that it's a lot of things that I can really offer to the woman that I would like desire. It's ultimately up to just if the opportunity present itself. And I tell my partners, I tell a lot of the partners or the girls that I like, I'm an open door. You know what I mean? I can
Mm-hmm.
flow off of like whatever you flow off of, and we can build. I'm
Mm-hmm.
usually the ride or die. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, yo, I'm
Mm-hmm.
here for you. You know what I'm saying? Just don't disrespect me, or don't try to shit on me. You know what I'm saying? So
Mm-hmm.
that's been my whole philosophy. But yeah, I definitely am open to dating and getting to know a significant other. Definitely.
That's cool. Coco Tina said, "Sound like you have an old soul, as they say." Is
Yeah,
that accurate?
I've been told that for a long time.
There you go. Okay, that means
Yeah,
she's right there. Okay.
yeah, for sure.
Yeah, but another 15 to 20 minutes. Are you willing to ask questions?
Oh yeah, bro. It's whatever flows. You know what I mean?
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, we just building back and forth. So it flows.
Exactly. So we're gonna do. I'm gonna let you know between 15 to 20 minutes. When I say put the questions in, that's when you put the question. If not, just gotta wait. But we're gonna do this because I know Bronzebird, he wanna ask me some questions too. Now
My fault, brother. It's 15 and 20 minutes in the chat, or is me asking you?
wherever it is.
Okay. I mean, yeah, yeah. Like I said, it's like whatever builds. If I got anything, I'll definitely go with
Yeah,
it.
whatever comes to your mind, I want you to ask me
Yeah,
questions.
yeah, for sure, bro.
But other than that, but like 15, 20 minutes from the chat, I'm gonna let them know you can go ask questions. But I want to keep
Oh
this going
yeah,
with everything.
yeah,
So, because I
for
want to keep the
sure.
flow. So, in case that you want to ask me questions, you can. So
Yeah,
that's what I
yeah,
gotta put
yeah,
up
man.
there.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, exactly. So, what you think about the thing of Kanye West?
I think that um it doesn't it caught my attention for the fact of the matter that it really blew up the way that it did. I think I'm used to Kanye always speaking his mind ever since, like, I mean, we seen it back in 2005 when he, he
Hmm.
said George Bush don't care about black people. He's
Yeah.
never been one to not say what's on his mind. You know what I'm saying? I think a lot of people, a lot of the times they say, "Oh, Ye hasn't been the same since he lost his mom." But I'm just like, I mean, there's certain components where I'm just like, okay, yes, we might be understanding. Yes, the guy does need help, and when it comes to certain issues, you know, um, there's definitely places where I can see, yeah, he is suffering. But my thing about Ye is I'm used to. I mean, me growing up on his music, for Christ's sakes, I'm used to him being this type of dude that's going to speak out and do all these different things, and especially the situation like this. Um, that's part of being one who's rebellious and how the way they talk. You know what I mean? Because the restrictive
Yeah.
things you can't say, you're going to be put on the map. But my thing about it with Ye, of course, it's like he's not a billionaire anymore and all this other stuff. But one thing I've always honored about Ye, he went outside the box with a lot of shit. I just gotta keep it 100. I mean, look, listen, we know his classics at the end of the day is that college dropout and that, you know what I mean? Like three of those, that was a trilogy. I don't
Yeah.
even consider that like, what I'm saying, oh, it was three out. Nah, that was a trilogy that made him blew up. And yeah, I mean, I'm still a little bit into, music that I do, producer side. And that still inspires a lot of the youth. I've seen dudes that's been sitting up there saying, is my Kanye West is my my inspiration, and I'm like, I get that. And one thing that I respect about Ye, I sometimes joke about it, but even his shoes. I mean, his shoes is so innovative because the shit is so goddamn visionary. Like you seeing
Hmm.
people walk outside look like they got spaceships on their feet. And you see that and you just being like, yo, that's Ye that created that. Like thinking outside the box. I don't agree with all the little fashion little things that he's doing, but I definitely give credit where credit is due. I mean, shit, you got people, wearing stuff that, you wouldn't assume like it becomes like, fashion is different nowadays, bro. Like we're not thinking
Hmm.
about fashion the same. So with Ye in this particular situation, I have no gripes with it. You just gotta take whatever you take with it when when you are an artist, when you are a public figure, and when you sign that contract, you are bounded by things that would be related to the code of silence. So there are certain things you cannot say that even if the whole world knows that you just can't say that out loud. You will get serious repercussions. But to my eyes about Ye, I mean, I don't. Those things came out. I didn't disagree with it. I didn't. I just was like, it is what it is. But you gotta face the consequences. You gotta face the music. So, you know, bad luck, on that ends. But I can only see what happens to him from thus forth. Um, I still hope that he's still able to have his business as the dude that sells Yeezys and still promote his music. But it is what it is. You know what I mean? You've been in the music industry for years. You know how this goes. You know what to say and what not to say. And
Hmm.
when you step a certain boundary, you will be reprimanded harshly. So it is what it is.
Okay. Yeah, you talking about you producing music? What music you produce?
I'm looking. Well, I was inspired to do lo-fi beats, and for a while, I didn't do it, but I was inspired to want to make synth wave, synth pop type of music. that was very popular on YouTube from about 2015 to about 2018, 2019, because that genre
Mm,
just stuck out to me. It was crazy. It would
mm,
take it would take a lot of popular 80s, even 90s samples, but like, like 80s samples usually, and
mm.
slow it down and change the tempo and stuff like that. I was like, I remember like looping beats like that, looping like old samples and just slowing it down and doing all these different things. I mean, classically rap did that. um what I would say is like my main focus now, since I'll be going under my name is Bronzebird, I want to make music like that's today's generation of music, but also adding my flow into it. So it's kind of like whatever is popular, but still holding on to um, my way of making music.
Okay. Do you see yourself producing in the near future for other people?
Yes, sir. I just because my mind moves at like 1,000 miles per hour. So I mean, I'm used to music in my life. There's certain times that I remember even rapping for a little while, and like I said, like usually the thing with me is that I'm very independent. Like I'm usually like, look, if I'm going to do a project, I'm going to do it. Once it's on my mind, I don't care if it takes a day, a year, years, months, or whatever. Like once it's on my mind, I'm not letting it go until I get it out. It's kind of like when you like on a bus and it says stop requested, you got to make sure that the bus driver got to make sure that gets that bus and like that's stopping. And, they open the door and it's out. The passengers is out. So that's my mindset on it. You're like, yeah, I would definitely produce for other people. I definitely would like to make it so that people can come to me and get the beats for the intros of their shows, or they need background music. I'm your man. But going back into digging in the crates and digging back into the style, it takes time. I just haven't been focused on it right now. But yeah, I'm gonna come back to it, of course.
Good. All right. Good.
Yeah.
What kind of genre music you like?
Uh, Lo-fi for one, synth wave. Um, I was into gaming music for a while. They call it 8-bit chip tune. Um, rap. I mean, I'm still into rap, but underground rappers, that you gotta basically find because they drop the jewels. People will say rap is dead, but for me, it's like who you find on the underground is the ones that I pay attention to. Let's see what else. Still some stuff that I like that's from the olden days. I still rock with the '70s, the '60s. A lot of stuff I like. Jazz music, of course. Uh, yeah, stuff like that. I love that type of music. What about you?
Me?
Yeah, man.
I'm old, man. I'm an old fart. I like a classic jazz, modern jazz, like old blues. Um, I like any generic deals with R&B. Well, now I'm a rock and roll fan, but I'm an old rock and roll fan that makes sense.
Hmm.
That had instrumentals and stuff. I like stuff like back in the '70s, like '70s rock and roll and shit. I like instrumentals that is song. I like long instrumentals.
Same,
No
same.
matter no matter what genre, it is, I love.
Like the long like drum breaks, I've always liked, and then like the solo section they have with the songs. Yeah, for sure.
Mm-hmm. Like my genre is the sounds of Philadelphia. That's my favorite genre of music. Oh my god, I can listen to sounds different songs, the sounds of Philadelphia all day. Yeah, to me they was ahead of their time. So, and we cannot forget about Motown and stuff like that. Motown I ain't really care, but yeah. But I like my favorite music sound the sounds of Philadelphia. It's like wow, they made some timeless songs, and so I enjoy. That's a good question. I ain't had nobody ask me a question like that in a while. So let me ask you a question. In this space, right?
Mhm.
What do you like when some like the man and women, the black man, you want to hear more in this space? That is positive.
Um, I mean, I like my whole entire thing has been ever since the inception. Um, men's mental health. Um, I mean, well, mental health in general. I'm always also because it appeals to me as the sapiosexual.
Right.
A lot of people don't understand what a sapiosexual is. They try to say like it's related. Somebody had said, "Is that LGBT?" I'm like, no, it's not. I'm a full-on heterosexual. Um, I like when people dig into crates and dig into the mind. I really like to challenge the way that people think and look at their perceptions about how they look at different topics. So I would encourage, brothers and sisters in the space, let's dig deep. Let's go into some abstract thinking. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't always have to be about, how should the men and women act towards each other? Like, let's have some fun. Let's just do some shit. Let's do some stuff that, we don't really think about. Let's tease our minds. Let's experiment. You know what I'm saying? Minecraft. Um, Also, one thing I would like to, which I always try to look for on my channel, seems like brothers like to get into dating, but I need brothers to really think inside themselves. What's the type of true woman you want? And for women, what is the type of man you want? Excluding the whole entire monetary things and that stuff. To the soul core, how do you know that mate is for you, right? That's the dating aspect. And then, a couple of random topics that I could throw out there, of course, that I try to do. And yeah, I would just feel like for people to kind of branch out and to get into some other topics, man. Like, there's a lot more stuff we can discuss to the stuff that you still may like, but more in an abstract and thinking type of way.
Okay, that's a good question. Um, what do you see in the space in the future?
I don't know. I don't know. I mean, I know I can criticize it a lot. Um, One thing also that I wish that they would talk about more. I mean, obviously, I think it's very important. I think certain brothers do talk about it. Um, my thing about it is that I think that we still need to talk about those job opportunities or self-employment or just doing your own business. I think now with the internet, everybody's we're diving into the fourth industrial internet, the revolution, the fourth industrial revolution. So it's going to be all about the internet. And now you're finding people. I've watched a couple of videos, like dudes that start out, they be like, yo, I used to be homeless, so I didn't have money. And they get into some type of field, they learn some type of trade within 5 months, 5 weeks, or something like that. They're making 300K, or they're making this amount of money. So there's always ways of becoming your own man and being able to, maneuver. Um, as much as I can critique these type of brothers, the brothers that might be like, yo, passport. I think the thing with them as well is tell me how you was able to get some land overseas. Tell me how you was able to branch out, create your own business, how you started from this. Those stories are inspirational. Um, I think that's just very important because even I'm starting to like really look at tech like, wow, I can see the benefit in this. You know what I mean? I can see how, dudes can really do some basic stuff online and earn a living. You know what I mean? So that's also something that I would like to see in the future too.
Yeah, that is true. So, what about I know you brought up algorithms. Why is so important?
Um, well, let's tell the truth. I do want my channel to grow. I think that my message is pretty solidified. I definitely heard from feedback from people what they think about my brownstone powwows. In different places, different content creators that I've been around, they really enjoy my company. And so, I'm just taking it all in, like, I'm an open book. So when I hear people say, yo, Bronze, I like your material or I like, your lives, they'd be cool, da da da. It inspires me to want to go harder. And the fact that I know YouTube can help a brother out. You know what I mean? I can. It's just about research. It's about trying to figure out what is it that I'm doing right? What is it that I'm not doing right? Like learning about SEOs and learning about what can put the channel out there, putting out the right words and stuff like that, the titles. Because I know I can grab people by titles. But algorithms, I think, yeah, algorithms to me, I'm like, I do want to pay attention to that. And ever since I really been kind of like studying a little bit more, I have been seeing an increase in views in some of my videos. And I'm like, whoa, you know what I mean? At first, you spend a couple of hours, it's like 20, 30. And then the next day is like 100 something. I'm like, whoa, this is freaking awesome. Like all I had to do was these couple of things, stay on tab, and that helped the channel. So yeah, algorithms is important. But even with saying that, what was inspiring was how was the journey from you as someone who's trying to gain subscribers? What was it like for you, like in the whole, like when you was going to 1,000? You said it didn't take you long to get 1,000. So what was it like for you going on that journey?
Yeah, that's true. That is good. So anybody in the chat that wants to ask questions, please put it in the chat right now.
Mhm.
Please put it in the chat right now. And also, what do you think about the space right now?
um, I think I think the problem is that we're recycling conversations that's just becoming a little bit more like it's not really moving anything. I feel like there is beef. There's I might have my arguments and whatever with people, but I'm still cool with them. But my thing is that it does become a little bit like saturated with the same stuff all the time. And then if someone it seems like it'd be like women, but I can't stand them, but I still like them. It's like make up your mind. Um, I've always been like, look, date who you want. I'm not one to sit here and tell you who you shouldn't or shouldn't date. Like I don't care. You know what I'm saying? But how I see it is, brothers is kind of recycling the same thing, and I mean, yeah, on some odds people is getting views, but I mean, like, bro, expand your world to something different. You know what I'm saying? If you want to sit up there saying you can't stand these women, then don't come around on panels saying that shit and this is your message. You know what I mean? Don't say that. Because it feels like you'll say pro blackness or pro community, but you don't come across that way. So I'm not understanding how you moving. So that's my thing. But I just think that expand. I would say expand it. I mean, fuck this topic is popular, so let me keep doing it. Just expand something new. You know what I'm saying? Branch out because it becomes old, and I feel like people who's not identifying with what y'all doing is getting more views than y'all. And y'all, if anything, they should be looking at your videos and looking at the panels you had and being like, we're gonna review the panel that they did so that our people can have the conversation on our joint. But it's the opposite.
That's what's up. That's definitely what's up. So now, what channels would you recommend to people in the space? As I said, which channels to recommend?
Um, I will always say Chronicles of Judah 144. Even though he doesn't post on YouTube, um, I've always liked his videos. I've always liked Chronicles of Judah. Shout outs to my homie the Wacky World of OTV. I will always say, look at his videos, you get a view of what he's talking about. Um, Big J Triple X hit on some political stuff. I know he can really be riled up sometimes, but I've been watching his videos and I've been looking at his stuff. Pastor has very informative conversations. The anti-social socialite rocks with her. Love her work. She hasn't really been around like that. Um, Jessica X is the homie at the end of the day. I fucks with Jessica X. She let me in and let me get my shit off, so I'm always gonna recommend Jessica X. the breakdown, Sister George and Concrete. They've had some very informative conversations. Um, I'm gonna say shout outs to my homie. I got a whole goddamn list, man. Like, I got a whole damn list because I really respect a lot of people. So I'm always gonna say my dude Kane the God got something. Shaka Nulu, Smooth. I mean, certain brothers don't really post up content, but I'll just shout them out because they still do have a channel. Um, there's some more. April Showers. I have to put out April Showers because she promotes my stuff. Shan TV really digs into expanding your world, expanding your mind. And the dude that really put me on into stuff, which I'll always have respect for, like we converse back and forth off this YouTube shit, is the Black Brain Trust of Complex Design. I'm always gonna shout him out. And I mean, there's a lot. There's a lot of people. There's a lot of people on the list I can mention, man. But yeah, those are the channels that I would really say. I think people should subscribe to. If you haven't already, they probably already know about certain channels that I said. But I think those channels to me that come to mind for right now, those are ones I would recommend for sure.
Okay, that's all right. Anything else you want to ask me, or you want to wait?
No, I had. I remember I asked you a question earlier. Have you? I can't remember what I asked you, but I'm gonna ask this new question. Have you ever been involved in any like organizations or groups where it's about advocating for the brothers, mentally, spiritually, and stuff like that?
Wow, that's all right. That's all right. Again, anybody that wants to put their questions in the chat, feel free. The time is now. The time is now. What kind of work you do, brother?
Oh, you mean like as in work?
Yeah.
Basic stuff, man. I regulate. Technically, I'm involved in tech. I'm just in some type of like apprenticeship. So I'm involved in figuring out the whole entire UX design thing. So it's about they call it user experience. So I'm in an apprenticeship with that, and going around and just trying to figure out how to do these websites and stuff like that. That's what my main focus is. So they'll help me get into a bigger industry or company while I'm on the
Hmm.
way. So that's what I'm doing for right now.
What kind of job you do again? Say it again.
I was saying that I'm in an apprenticeship with the UX design, and that's basically like going over websites and basically creating, how do I say it? It's like creating a design and then trying to just figure out what the customer or what the experiences is like for the customer when they use stuff online, like going through the websites and stuff like that. So different clientele in this apprenticeship.
Well, that's all right. That's all right. What do you see the future of this other space?
Uh, um, I don't know. The only thing I can say is, um, brothers can either sink or swim. I don't really have a thought process on how the space move. I know that the conversations, the conversations, there's gonna always be conversations from week to week. I'll say that. But the only thing I can think about is at the end of the day, it's going to be certain brothers that push the envelope when it comes to conversations. There'll be certain brothers that do not. Um, I'm learning to kind of just be like, that's their style, and I won't shit on that
Mm-hmm.
style. So that's
Mm-hmm.
them. You know what I mean? They're unique in their own way, just like I'm unique in my own way. So that the only thing I can say to that is that at the end of the day, um, yeah, brothers. I don't know, brothers. There might be some new content creators that might shake it up a bit. Maybe some brothers that step up to the plate and gain something. Oh, and I forgot to mention his brother as well as a shout out, DJ Kuda. DJ Kuda is definitely someone that I recommend as well. I forgot to say him. DJ Kuda is definitely making some thought provoking conversations as well as teaching brothers about equipment and history. So I gotta mention DJ Kuda as well. But going back to what I'm saying, yeah, it's gonna be either brothers that step up and shape the mold, or there's gonna be brothers that talk about the same thing and not really move anything. And I'm sorry, another brother came to
Mm-hmm.
mind. Absalom Pianki TV. Subscribe to that brother as well. I know he's doing this thing. Shout out to Mac Era. Um,
Mm-hmm.
I gotta, goddamn, the Villain Sphere. The brothers named the Oni the Ghost. Shout outs to y'all. The Villains Fair, they know who I'm talking about. Yeah, they have good material too. Um, but yeah, getting back to that, that's what I think of with the future, of the space, how it's gonna run, how it's gonna ring, and ladies that come around. What do you offer to the table? What is your thought process? Like, what is it that you're gonna put into it? You know what
Oh,
I'm saying?
what I offer to the table, I just want to keep on growing.
Yes, of course.
I just want to keep on growing. I just want to be that. I still want to. Diverse is very important. Before I continue, answer your question. Shout out to Big Rooster Show. Thank you, face for coming. I appreciate that, bro. I just want to be diverse, and I just want to strive to be better.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to be like one two ponies. I'm diverse, so most of the stuff that sometimes I talked to in the past, I've been through it, and I want to keep on pushing that. But also, I want to improve. To still do chop ups, get to know people, building. Not to everybody, but certain ones. So I want to do that. So just keep on
For
helping
sure.
people.
Yeah. Same.
That's very important. That's very important to me. Because at the end of the day, especially in this sector, it's not a large sector. You know,
Word.
it's not. So you should be a close knit family and stuff. Space, but you still got some knuckleheads do not want to act. So and stuff like that. So anybody that wants to put a question, ask a question, y'all can go on right now and stuff. So what's your favorite sports team?
Not really into sports like that.
Okay. Whoa. They got it. He come back. Again, welcome to my channel. The underrated dark is yours truly, the underrated one of the best cat secrets on YouTube. The best of the business. I'm chopping it up with the one and only Bronzebird. He'll be right back. Oh, what happened? They got kicked off. I did a live earlier. I want you to go check that out. But we still got to keep on pushing, y'all. We got to keep on pushing, and so yes, okay. Hold on for 1 second, please. I got you. I got you. I got you. I got you. So I guess see something. Let me see something. Yeah. Yeah. Hold on, fam. Hold on. See. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. See. Let's see. This is it. There it is. There it is. There it is. There it is. Yeah, there it is. There it is. There it is. Okay. See, get that on. Alright. Okay.
Okay, cool. We back.
Yeah, we back. It got kicked you out, huh?
I don't know if you froze or I froze. I don't know what just happened.
That's all right. Again, if anybody that wants to ask questions, please ask questions. Well, equipping and everything. So this is the underrated darkness. Yours. This on my channel. Underrated darkness is yours truly. Um, the underrated one. We chop it up with the one and only brother Bronzebird, New York own
All
and
right.
stuff. And yeah, but well, let me ask you this other question. Do you? I mean, do you ever see yourself relocating or stay in New
Yes,
York?
yes, I absolutely do. Frequently, what I would do is I would travel to different states, cities, or whatever, like by myself, and I would take a look at the environment. I fell in love with Westchester County in Nassau
Really?
County. Yeah, I fell in love with them. Like especially this time of the year when the fall, the autumn, the leaves. If you go to different places outside of New York City for once, um, the scenery is like so beautiful. Um,
Oh,
I've been to different places in New York State, and a lot of people don't even understand. A lot of this is accessible by train.
yeah.
If you don't got a car, like just take the train. There's certain places you can go to. I'm a fanatic when it comes to traveling anyway. I love traveling. So yeah, I fell in love with certain parts of Westchester County, Nassau County, and yeah, I would definitely relocate, and I also still want to travel to other countries as well. So it's whatever suits me. Is whenever it does, I'll definitely just be like, yeah, I'm gonna go travel. I might
That's
settle
good.
here. I might settle here.
All right, that's cool. That's all right. So now, I mean, what you like to like to dress casual or stuff like that? I mean, what type of places you like to go?
So where did I go last time? A friend of mine was we were supposed to go hiking, but we didn't go. Um, so one of the trips that I like going to, I mean, let me say this. Well, I did enjoy the Caribbean before. The Caribbean islands was dope. In
Uh-huh.
terms of local in the city, I definitely still like traveling to certain parts in Brooklyn. It's definitely some dope parts in Brooklyn. I think is beautiful. Um, um, in terms is Westchester County. I went to I went to White Plains.
Oh,
I
really?
went to yeah, I went to White Plains. I was looking out the window of the train and I was passing by I believe it's Scarsdale, and then like a couple other places, Bronxville. I went to seeing about Bronxville. And I was just so amazed by how the towns look like. It was just beautiful. And you see the river below the railroad bridge. And then some other places that I went to was like Cold Springs, New York. Like that gym was pretty
Oh,
cool. Um, and in Nassau County, no, I think it might have been Suffolk County. There's it's a couple of places I've been to in Nassau and Suffolk County where they have like a trail and you can go out there hiking. So some cool stuff and minimal time I've spent in New Jersey, but I've definitely went to certain parts of New Jersey. I'm like, yo, this shit is lit. So Yeah, those are the places I like, and I can't forget to mention this Bear Mountain. Bear Mountain was pretty cool as hell, man. Like Bear Mountain, I never forget that. Bear Mountain is dope.
Yeah, I went to Bell Mountain a few times in my life. It's nice up there.
Beautiful, man.
It's
Totally
beautiful,
beautiful.
yeah. Yeah, and then I'm telling you, you live in New York, you take the Circle Line. That's the only way you get up there.
Yeah, that's what I'm telling you. People gotta understand. Like a lot of these places, people say, "Oh, what you doing going up there?" Like da da da. I'd be like, "Bro, it's easy to travel up there. Like you gotta enjoy the sights, man." Like when you from New York City, the only thing you know is New York City. So if you go outside New York City, you're gonna be like, "Oh, New York is whack." It's not. New York State is actually a beautiful place if you think about it. I mean, yeah, I get it, high taxes and shit, but the scenery and all that other stuff. I mean, there's always a saying: if you can make it in New York, you can make it anywhere. So I mean, you see the city and you thrive, you grind enough, man. You can live in places like that. So it's never a place you can't go. And Albany was beautiful. There were some towns around Albany I thought was pretty cool. I've gotten to pretty much travel around New York State a good amount of times. I've been to different cities and different towns in New York State, so it's been beautiful out there.
So you ever heard of the Catskill Mountains?
Hell yeah,
I know you've been up there, huh?
hell yeah, man. I think I was at the Catskills Mountains. I might have, yeah. I heard about the Catskills Mountains, the Appalachian Mountain. I passed the Appalachian Mountains, but yeah, I'm very familiar with Catskills.
That's good, yeah. That's good. Well, anybody that's not gonna ask any questions, we're gonna close this out,
Mhm.
and like that, because you've been up here for a while and everything. So we're gonna give it like another minute or two. And you have a question you want to ask me, feel free.
Of
You're
course.
more than welcome. You want to ask. If not, you ask some question about me. So so this is what I'm saying. So and then, but let me ask you a few more questions. If nobody is not coming up, not but like I said, put your questions in the chat so he can answer them. Well, let me go through it because maybe I missed some. Nope. Nobody asked no question. That's surprising. So let me stay. Um, let me ask you this question. You say you're not into sports. So what you into? You into drawing, arts and stuff?
Um, yeah, I would say that I'm into art. Like, I'm usually a music head. I like listening to music all day. I would say what comes along with wanting to travel is definitely photography. Looking into, taking different photos of nature and, of people in different settings. Um, Pretty much that would be the main things that I'm into. I'm a lot of things that's appealing to the eyes and ears, I would say. I said definitely things that I like.
Okay, so that means you. So you like to go to zoos and all that, right?
Not really zoos. Not really zoos. I would say hiking. I like hiking. I'm a hike fanatic. Like I said, I like traveling. So, that put on some nice little headphones. I like going to events where, people, music artists, musicians, all that good stuff. I've been out to a couple events and stuff like that.
Uh-huh.
Even in Brooklyn, they have this event at the Brooklyn Museum. They call it First Target Saturdays. And
Okay.
so, I enjoy going to the museums too, because the museums is
Okay.
popping with the parties. And you go to Brooklyn, you go to a Target first. Let's think it's First Target Saturdays in Brooklyn. I don't know if they still running it. They might. Um, you go out there, they got some fine ass women, got some dope ass music, and they got some good ass food. So the combination is dope, and you
So
can't miss that.
so how much money you got to bring out there to get some food? I said, Brown, for you.
I mean, I don't usually eat at First Target Saturdays.
Uh huh.
I usually go to the little vegan Jamaican spot. Not that I'm vegan, but I like going to the little vegan Jamaican spot down the block from the museum because they got some dope ass food.
Okay.
Um, You know, they what they got those acai bowls and shit like that, whatever that
Oh,
is.
you talking the one on Ashland Place?
I believe so. I believe so. Because as soon as you get out the museum, you walk down that block about 2 blocks, and it's like right there. And then that's the little
Mm.
Jamaican spot. And then they got the little ginger juices. They even have the ginger with the lemonade in it. So that's
Yeah.
where it be here. You know what I mean?
So
And
so,
then
so
yeah,
you know, you making me hungry. So they still got that beef patty, cocoa bread with cheese, man.
yo, well, is that spot is vegan, so they probably have something else. You know what I'm saying?
Mm.
They got the little, but I don't know. That's what I'm saying. Like I just go there because they food is busting. I can't help it because my friend introduced me to that. So I go out there, but I mean, there's a lot of people. They be like, "Yeah, I don't fuck with the vegan shit." I'm
I ain't
like,
gonna
"Yo,
lie.
they got
I ain't
certain
gonna lie.
stuff."
I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. I want to
Mhm.
go there. I want to hit the Benico spot or Jamaican spot, man. I gotta have my beef patty, cocoa bread with cheese, man.
I
Or
feel
beef
you.
or beef patty with cocoa bread, man. I gotta have that. Shit.
I feel you,
I
man.
gotta have.
Listen,
I gotta have that, man. I gotta
New
have that.
Yorkers was raised on that, man. Like,
Yeah.
especially
We ways on that. Yeah.
especially if you go to Golden Crust, like you know what I'm saying. Shout outs to Golden Crust first of all, because I started getting introduced to Aki and saltfish, and then besides that shit, like getting introduced to porridge. Like porridge was like my number one. I'm so
Uh
mad because the neighborhood that I was living in, yo,
huh.
they used to have not Golden Crust, but a separate Jamaican spot used to be open.
Yeah.
You go there, you get porridge.
Yeah.
Should have fill you up for like 5 to 7 hours, man. You even need to eat nothing else. You just have the
Yeah.
porridge, and then they closed down. So I was like,
Oh
all
man.
right, I gotta go ahead and go somewhere else to get the porridge. But I don't feel like I gotta say this real quick. I don't feel
Yeah.
like when when they give you the packages for porridge, it tastes the same as when you get it out the restaurant. I don't know. You gotta have the Jamaicans with an attitude, and then you be like, "What you want?" And then you go in there and you just be like, "Yo, can I get the porridge?" And then they be like, "What size?" And, you go with that. So shout outs to Golden Crust, the Jamaican restaurants,
So are you West Indian descent or you African American descent? Yeah.
so-called African American.
African American. Okay, African
Yeah,
American.
yeah, man.
African American. Do you what high school you went to?
My school closed down actually. Um, they closed down a while ago, 2012. I
Yeah,
think
what's
it's
the name? What's the
St. Mark's Boys High School. They closed down.
where's it at? Where's it at?
It was in the Upper West Side.
Upper West Side. Okay. Oh, okay. I know what you're talking about. Yeah. Man, they closed everything out. Ah,
Yeah,
dang.
they closed down. They closed down, man. So it's no more. I don't know what happened, but yeah, that school closed down.
Dang. Okay. This is what we're gonna do. I don't see nobody answering the questions. And this is what we're going to do. I want you to stay after because I want to chat with you after this live over, okay?
Straight.
Yeah, I want you to go. So this has been a great chop. You had a good time?
Hella good time, man. This was awesome, man. Filling the
Thank you. I
chopper up.
appreciate that.
Dope as hell,
Appreciate it.
bro. Hell yeah.
Yeah. And I want to thank you to do a pre-record. I want to thank you so much
No
and
problem.
everything for that. And everything. You had some people came through, thought they gonna stay and ask a question, but you know it's late. But it's all right though. We had I had a blast with you, and don't let it be the last time now.
Not at all.
Okay. And so what we gonna do? I want you to make your last remarks, and I want you to stay here with me. We're gonna make our last remarks. We'll close it out together. Then after that, we chat after the live ends.
Straight, straight. So what I will say is, support the number one grinder.
Thank you.
The underrated darkness has been a pleasure doing this show with you, man. I appreciate you for inviting me. Um, Bronzebird, support my channel. Thank you for putting that in the chat as well. Brownstone Powwow. My streams I'm doing every weekend. I have one going on tomorrow, so I definitely would like everybody to come through, especially you if you want. Yeah, man, support our content, man. We just out here working. We out here just doing what we do. Being a content creator, is sometimes it's challenging. You got to think on your feet. Sometimes you don't have time content, sometimes you do, but you never stop the grind. in everything you believe in, whether it's doing YouTube videos, real life, work, your business, your ideas. Never give that up. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Yeah.
The Most High in the universe always look out for those that really is enlightened and wants to improve their situation. So at the end of the day, keep on keeping on, man. Let's keep building. Let's keep doing what we do. Respect. You know what I'm saying? Thanks a lot.
Exactly. Stay right there. The ones that have come through, thank you so much. It's very much appreciated. And is this is very well. This is I had a good time too. I had a very good time. There's a lot, quite a few stuff that we ain't know about brown bird. There's certain things that we all have in common with. We really
Mhm.
do. We got to find out, and that's a good thing and everything. And so let me say this: anybody that is traveling out there or to a destination, a home, or a job, or wherever, keep yourself safe out there. Take extra safety precautions, protect yourself because the climate out there is real, it's crazy, and we don't want nothing to happen to you. We don't want nothing to happen to you. On behalf of my channel, The Underrated Darkness, this is the last of the chopper with my brother Bronzebird, and also just understand that us as a people, the only way we're gonna solve our problems, it has to be with the black man and black woman. No more outsiders. Let's keep oh yeah, I forgot to tell you, brother Mace Tiger to tell you to say hi.
Oh, appreciate that. Shout
Yeah,
out to Mace Taggart, man.
yes, yes.
Damn, that's another channel I meant to mention. Mace Taggart, yo, I support him just like he supports me. That's a good brother, man.
Yeah, it's a good
Mace
brother.
Taggart.
Yeah, he told me make sure you let him know. I said hi, so I let him know that you
Bless.
said hi. Much blessings to him too.
Bless.
And but it takes but no matter if you're young or old, the black man, the black woman, we got to come together and solve our problems. That's all to it. We got to solve our problems, and I want you to listen to Bronzebird what he talked about. I want you to go back and listen. This is a good brother. His vision is very sound, and we need to support that. We definitely need to support that. I post your channel again in the chat so people can see it.
Appreciate
So
that.
anytime. So on behalf of my channel, The Underrated Darkness, yours truly, the number one grinder. This is the last of the chopper, the brother Bronx Bird. I don't know. I'm gonna do morning real talk. I don't know yet. I really don't know yet. But if it is, I see you the link, brother. But we gonna chat afterward after this.
Mm.
But stay blessed, stay blessed, stay blessed. This one is Ghost. Stay blessed, y'all.
Peace.
Peace.